Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our program, Women Empowering Single Mother, Woman, and Parent, which is by Women Without Walls. So, today we have a new guest, which will give us the lecture on the time management, who is none other than Andrea Forbes. So, she will tell us about the things, how we can manage the time, and different techniques. So, welcome, Andrea.
Thank-
Please, stage is yours.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that. Um, like you were saying, I'm going to be speaking about time management and time management for single moms or guardians. Um, our objective with these workshops is to equip single mothers and guardians with practical tools and strategies for effective time management. For those that were able to join last week, and Sister Stacy was talking about effective budgeting, and this week we'll go on about time management. So to raise a child or even children for a lot of single mothers, it can be a very stressful time in your life. So as a single mom or guardian, you have the sole responsibility of all aspects of day-to-day activities. So the reason why time management is very, very important. Um, if you are one of those struggling to spend some quality time, I hope that what I share today will spark some interests and desires in you to take up some of them, try some of them. Being a single mom can result in added pressure, stress, as well as fatigue, and it makes it difficult to do your day-to-day things when you're feeling those ways. It often feels that there is never enough time to finish. You know, you're looking at the day and you're like, why is there only 24 hours in a day? Really should be more.
Mhm.
At times, you even feel overwhelmed and procrastinate as there are more things adding up on the to do list. So, did you know that feeling overwhelmed goes hand in hand with procrastination? We don't procrastinate on things that are easy to do. We always procrastinate on things that feel very overwhelming and we don't know how to start it. So, time management for the single mom or the guardian can differ a lot from the your married counterparts, right? The chores could go on because the chores have to go on even though you're on your own. So don't let the feeling, just you get into that rut and just feel like you can't do it because you're the only one. Um, if you follow a lot of simple time management steps, it's something that you can certainly achieve. Okay. So one of the things that we put out there is to prioritize your tasks. Prioritizing your tasks is a common thought process to put off items, especially those that are overwhelming for you. And we were talking about earlier. Um, but when you prioritize your tasks, you are forced to list everything that needs to be done. Okay. When prioritizing just mentally and not writing it down, oftentimes you can fall into the rut of forgetting that very important thing that you have to do. So as you write it down, you accomplish tasks. Just striking it off, it also gives you a sense of accomplishment that, okay, well, my to-do list of 5 things, I've been able to get 3 things done. So prioritize and write it down. Um, when we talk about managing your daily routines, um, get your little ones involved. Motivate your little ones to clean up the mess. Um, it sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many people feel that they have to be the super mom and just do it all. But it actually encourages your kids and it allows them to recognize their self worth and their efforts. Kids will never say it to you, but they thrive in an environment with rules and guidelines. So we are here to train our kids as parents to be responsible adults. And without giving them those guidelines and things like that, we don't set them up very well. So they actually appreciate it, and also it takes pressure off of you from being that super mom and having to do everything. Okay. So motivate your little ones. Also set up a family calendar. This will help you to prepare in advance. Um, it will help you not to do things late, and most of us learn visually as well too. So having a visual to-do list for the month helps you to organize yourself, as well as helps the kids to be organized as well. If your kids take lunches to school, do it the night before. The morning is precious time, and preparing lunch for 4 kids, 3 kids, a child, it can be daunting. The kids always like, last minute, Mom, did you remember to give me that note? Mom, did you remember to give me that snack? So it's in the bag, right? Um, so yeah, pre-prepping for your kids and as well as yourself can give you back some precious time in the mornings when you're rushed and you oftentimes will just snap at kids because they're just not in line and ready to go when you're ready to go. Place everything that you need for the kids at the door. So their backpacks with their homework, their lunch, their agenda that's signed, all those things, just at the door. If it's the winter time, have your coats, your scarves, the hats, everything you need. Raining, maybe their little umbrellas, everything that you need right there. And if you're rushing out and you forget something because it's at the door, it's a quick grab. You don't have to go back in the house and search for it. And just again going back to time management. Another thing that will help to manage your home tasks is to have groceries delivered. No kids. I can't say anymore. You have no kids. No one's saying, Mom, can I have this? Mom, can I have that? It's on sale. There are no children when you're online and you're just buying. There's no lines to deal with. You don't have to worry about, do I have too much items to go through the express or the person that's price matching in front of you? There's no lines to deal with. You're also avoiding any spontaneous buys. You're purchasing what you need. And some grocery or delivery service will even give you discounts, like iCard. They'll also give you discounts. And when your groceries arrive home, involve the kids and have them help put away groceries. So, setting attainable goals, remembering you're not perfect, you're just human, will certainly help the single mom to achieve time management. And it's certainly a doable thing. It starts with your mindset and replacing those negative things that you may think about organizing, and knowing that it is possible. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I had an activity, but yeah, it's a little difficult. Maybe something you could take away to try as an exercise is just um, noting things that you do at home and see how long you take. Maybe watching even TV. You think it's maybe an hour, and you're shocked that you've taken 4 hours to do that. But just take a couple of days and note those things down, that what you've done, and then reflect back to see, what are time wasters and what could you probably do instead of that, so you can give back time to the kids. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a great knowledge related to the managing, and I like that interacting the children with the groceries. That is a really good thing.
Yes.
But if I talk about myself, now I'm in Canada. I get trouble to pick up the groceries. I have no knowledge what to do. So I'm like calling my mother, what is that thing? What is that thing? So yes, it is very important. Not only we get a quality time with our children and parents, which helps in strengthening bond, but also good for the knowledge for the future. And that is like, I really like that example. It remind me myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I will start the parenting techniques. So for that, I would like to share my screen. I hope it is visible for everyone. So today's topic is effective parenting techniques, which would be helpful for building stronger bonds with positive discipline and communication. So, the firstly, we will talk about the positive discipline. So, what is positive discipline? It is encourage learning rather than punishment. So, discipline doesn't mean that we have to do this, means we have to do this. No, it means we will learn that why we have to do this, what is the benefits, and how we are going to do it. Proper discipline at the home. So, teaches the self control and problem solving skills. So, we will learn how to, like, we are making mistakes, anything related to the fast food, eating the fast food, but there should be a discipline that no, fast food is only allowed one time a day, or only one day at the weekends, anything. So it will help us the self control, and we learn different kind of things, strengthen the parent child relationship. So definitely if we have a positive discipline or relationship at the home, so it will be helpful for making a good relationship. So there are different techniques how we can work on it. So first one is set clear expectation. So when we are making any rules, doing any change in our home, so firstly we will explain that what the rule is, why the rule is, what are the benefits or cons, why we are implementing it. So proper clarification of each and everything. After that, use logical consequences. So ensure that this thing is related to the behavior, related to the thing, what's our logic behind it, so that it would be easier for everyone to understand. And then reward positive behavior. So there is some discipline parents are setting up and kids are following that. So it is a very good thing. So they want a reward or they deserve it. It is their like accomplishments. So there would be a rule of like jar game. There will be some kind of jar where uh, in which whenever they are doing good behavior or doing something great, so put like giving them the star or giving them anything, and then they will put the star in that the jar, and when the jar is full, then they will get anything they want to. So it is a great technique of like a star game or the jar game. So it is very good to encourage them. So they deserve rewards, they deserve encouragement. So times in instead of times, or teach children to regulate emotions instead of isolating them. So when they are properly explaining how they are feeling, what the emotions they are suffering, and each and everything, then it would be good for both of them. After that, the understanding positive discipline. So there are like lots of things for singles discipline. So it's not about like controlling. So it doesn't mean that there is a discipline. So we have to follow either you are suffering or doing anything. So no, it is not a punishment. Discipline is not a punishment. Discipline is teaching them, and for them it is a learning opportunity. So making them understand, or it should be understandable by the parents, like properly learning what the discipline is, how it is affecting their children life, it is affecting in a negative way, so it should be stopped. So properly understanding the things, because we are trying to make them learn new things instead of suffering from those new things. So after that is consistency is key. So children thrive on predictable rules, so we have to maintain that thing so that it would be good for them. Then natural consequences instead of punishment, let actions teach lessons. For example, they are forgetting their lunchbox, they are forgetting their homework. There are a lot of things which kids say, oh, I forget. And what parents do, they yell on them, like yelling, why you, how can you forget, and how you did that, all these things. So instead of yelling, let them learn that lesson, that if you're forgetting the important things, how it will affect their life. After that, the reinforce good behavior. So whenever they are doing like the reward thing, praise, like there should be not like they're doing a little good thing and we are rewarding them. So rewarding doesn't mean the gifts they want, they will get the chocolates or anything. No, they will get the praise, like yes, you did a good job, that is very good encouragement. So good words for them, spending good time with them, and teaching them the good skills, that wow, you have did a good job, so now I will teach you this. So like praising them, encouraging them to do more and more good in life. After that, the communication skills. So if there is any kind of relationship, in all kind of relationship, what matters most, communication skills. So why communication skills, like why communication matters? Because it not only build that trust but also the understanding. When we have a proper communication, we are understanding each other. So it would be good for strengthening the bond. So it helps resolve conflicts peacefully. Like there is something happen between parents and kids, and they just did the argument instead of proper communication. Like argument is like just a yelling and saying that you are wrong, blaming other person and appreciating that I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So not this kind of communication. Communication is proper sitting together, explaining them that this was in my mind at that time. I tried to see this thing, but it make you feel like this. Then kids feel like I was suffering from this, to you shared this, like all these things. So it would be great for a proper explanation of each one's point. So it helps will in conflicts, like resolve it peacefully, encourage emotional intelligence. So, what would be the techniques? Effective listening. Yes, we are explaining our points. So, we should be listening others' points because both have some perspectives, both have different thinking. So, it is very good to listen properly each other members while listening, make a proper eye contact, and let them feel like we are listening, we are properly understanding what they are feeling, like that kind of thing. So at that time, like when the kids say anything and like I did this, or it happened accidentally, it happened because of this, our first question parents will ask why, how. So instead of doing that things, ask them, like, don't ask the questions which bother them. Ask them how you felt at that time. Are you feeling good now? Like that kind of things, which will encourage them to explain the things more properly. So these are the things which parents should change, children should change, because feelings are very important. So respecting their feelings, acknowledging emotions before correcting behavior, so it is very important. Sometimes like it's a frustration, sometimes it's a like kids are hurt or anything that they are doing, showing that kind of behavior. So try to understand like why they did this, how to change this, what's affecting them, why it is affecting them. So all kind of things, be a role model. Yes, it is very important because children follow what's going on in the home. If they seeing their parents using mobile phone, they also want one. They will start using the mobile phone. If they are seeing parents are doing outdoor activities, parents are doing planting, so parents are reading the books, doing the work, it will also encourage them doing the same thing. So try to do the things which you want your kids to do. Either that is like how you are speaking, how you are like behaving with the others, how you are treating the others, and that things matters in each and everything. And use like I statement, like tell them at that time I felt like this, I didn't want to yell on you, I didn't want to do this, but I did this because I was like insecure, I was feeling that maybe you will get hurt, I was doing that for your benefit, that kind of thing. So it would be really great for them to like understand our that my parents want me to be secure, my parents want my development, want my growth, parents whatever doing, this is for me. So that kind of thing. So it is best way to explain with the communication, with a proper discussion on the things, and encouraging the open conversation, sometimes the open questions, sometimes the closed questions, like according to the situation, instead of like elaborating, which children sometimes are not like comfortable to speak. So take them their time, try to like make a comfortable environment for them, so that it would become easy for them to explain each and everything. After that is common communication mistakes which parents make, for example, ignoring emotions. So yes, children start crying, children start hiding things, children start like doing the misbehave, using bad words. So At that time, try to understand what's going on. Don't ignore their emotion. If they are crying, so stop them. Like, tell them what's going on, why they are crying, what's hurting them. All the like simple things. It would be beneficial for them to find out that their parents are caring for them. So yelling is not the solution. Instead of that, try to understand. Comparing siblings, that is the most common thing, compare. Always the things comes up comparison, either with the sibling, with the neighbor, with the classmate, with the friends. So no, instead of comparing, tell them that you are unique in your way. Make them feel like they have something good in themselves. They have some talents, they have some skills. So it will like make them feel like I have skills, I will do use that skills in that way. My parents believe in me, so I will prove them right that I can do something. So in that way, encourage them instead of comparing that you're not doing this, your sibling is doing this. So don't do like that kind of things, because it will affect their mindset, it will affect their future. And after that, the building self-esteem in children. So it is very important. Why? Because it develops confidence and resilience. It helps children handle challenges. So when they see that parents are saying that, well, great, you are not able to do this, but you are good in this, try to do more good in this and try to do the practice in that one. So children will see that yes, I'm good in this, now I want the practice in that one, and my parents are believing in me. So it encourages them, it motivates them to do good in their life. So it is very great. It helps them to handle the things, handle the challenges, thinking in a different way, using their skills, confidence, independence. So these things come in them. So ways to boost the self-esteem, as I mentioned, encourage efforts when they are doing the small things, encourage them. Not only the results, even their hard work. Sometimes they do lot of hard work, but at the end they failed or something happened or anything like accidents or like they make mistakes or anything. But instead of seeing that failure, that mistake, see their hard work, how much they did for that. So tell them that you did a great job. It's okay. Sometimes it happens. So you just need to do more. But whatever you did, that was very good. So we should appreciate this thing. So it will make them feel that he has to do more instead of demotivated. Allow independence. So let's kid make uh decision in their life, like there are on daily life short decisions, like which stream to choose, which subject to do, which game to play. So and that kind of like little things give them the like uh, make them feel free to choose the things for them. So it will make them the independent in their life. So these things very important. And the home environment is first thing which comes in the mind. If the environment at the home is not good, then how the children would be like develop, grow in that kind of environment. So show appreciation, love daily, make a good, lovable environment at the home, and avoid the negative labels such as you are lazy, you are not able to follow the routine, you are not able to do this. Instead of that, discuss with them. What's going on, kid? Why you are not able to do this? Why you are just sitting on the couch using mobile phone? Why you are not completing your task? Why you are not following the schedule? So it will like make them feel yes, if they are facing any problem they will share that I have that problem, that's the reason I'm not doing this. If they don't have problem, they are just like trying to avoid the thing, then it will make them feel like we have to start, my parents want me to start, it is good to start. So that kind of things are really important. After that, the family fun. Yes, so Now we have the positive environment, we have a proper communication, but there should be a fun in that way, fun in like we are learning and also we are doing the fun. We can play the games such as truth and dare game. We can tell stories such as parents are coming back from the work or office and they are mentioning today this thing happened. So it will encourage children to speak also like what happened with them in their daily routine. So they will also like get encouraged. My father is telling a story, my mother is telling a story about their daily routine, about their day, about their work. So I have to also share what happened in my school. So it is good. It is good to know what your kid is doing instead of just following them. So it is the best way to learn about their life. To learn, kid are doing great, going in a good way, or in a good like right direction or not. And the other game which I mentioned is truth or consequence. So make 2 yards, label the truth and consequence, put slips with funny questions in the truth. Yeah, and put funny consequences or stunts in the consequence chart that people must perform if they answer with the lie instead of the truth. Each person pulls out a slip, reads a question aloud, and either tells the truth or picks and does a consequence, like that kind of things. Like any kind of thing, it is very important if you are playing games with the kids. It will not only strengthen the bonds, but also you guys will uh, spend a quality time with their family members, and also you can discuss the rules and all the other things and which are going on in daily life. So after that, I also want to like share an example that is like about the rules. So there must be a proper rule in the house, in the daily life. For example, I have saw in a video. So little kid, she wanted the chocolate. So she mentioned her mother that I want to eat chocolate, but mother said no, it's a dinner time. So we have to do the dinner. So you're not allowed to have the chocolates. And kid was like, I will ask father. And she went to the father, "Hey, I want the chocolate." And father mentioned the same thing, which mother said that no. Firstly, he asked that you asked your mother? She said, yes, I asked mother, but she said no. She said, it's dinner time. So father said, yes, your mother is right. It's dinner time. So if mother is saying no, means it is no from the father also. So it make them feel like it is not mother is saying no, then we can ask father no. So he mentioned that we all are in one team, which is the good thing, teaching the kid that there is no like if you are not doing this then I will ask that person. No, we all are in one team and there are some rules. That is dinner time means dinner time. If she will have chocolates and she would not able to have the dinner. So it is good because and making them feel that we want you to be nourished, and for that food is important for your growth, for your health. Chocolates are not important. And mention that dinner time, firstly we will have that dinner, then after that if you want some we will give you the chocolates, but not before the dinner. So it make the like proper rule, proper feeling for the kid that we all are in one team. If someone is saying yes, the other person will also say yes, and we have to follow. If one have said no, then we have to follow instead of going to the other person. So that is a great thing. So making our rules, making a proper schedule, like in the morning we have to do this, at the evening we have to do this. So including each and everything in daily life would be a great. So after that, if you guys have any question, you can ask. And thank you for the collaboration. Thank you so much.
Comments. I like the tips that you gave about being prepared, do things before the night before, especially in the winter time. I remember being a single mom with my girls, I remember in the winter time, oh boy, getting snowsuits on and getting snowsuits off and doing that, you need to be prepared. So that's a very good tip to have people prepared, and also having a schedule, because it also helps them to be able to learn that, okay, this is what we need to do. So I like those tips, and I think that um very valuable pieces.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think discipline,
Mm-hmm.
discipline is so important. And to just go back, like you hear so many times that kids like to just do whatever and things like that, but they really do like that discipline and the guidance and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it also kind of tells them, you know what, my mom cares, you know um
Mm-hmm.
my parent cares,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't have that cookie before my meal, because they think it's important that I get nourished properly. So yeah, so important,
Yeah.
discipline.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, and please join
Mm-hmm.
us for learning new techniques as a single mother, parent, and woman. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
So,
you. Thank you very much.
thank you, thank you, thank you.